بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. If you're watching this video and it's Salah time, please pause it and go pray and come back when you're done. Please check out the description section of this video to support the channel. Today marks a year into the Israeli regime's latest invasion of Palestine. And not only has no change occurred, but Israel have in fact expanded their oppression regionally in the Middle East to Lebanon by also invading and airstriking Beirut in the same way they have done to Gaza over the last year. A few days ago, Israel destroyed an orphanage in Palestine, and their latest victims, Lebanon, are experiencing the worst displacement crisis in the country's history, caused by Israel attacking them over the last few weeks. On top of the devastating airstrikes, Lebanon has endured mass casualties from exploding pagers and walkie-talkies, plus a wave of assassinations of military commanders. One in particular was Hassan Nasrallah. There are mixed feelings about this amongst Muslims as well. Some were saddened by his assassination as they saw him as a heroic figure, whilst others celebrated his demise due to seeing him as an oppressor of Sunni Muslims. The assassination even caused a clash between Muslim social media influencers Andrew Tate and Nasser Yassin, aka Nas Daily. Nas is a Palestinian YouTuber that claims to be Israeli and is supposedly Muslim. Tate is also a recent revert to Islam and a high-profile new Muslim. Both these guys haven't endeared themselves to the Muslim community due to their online antics, with Nas Daily pledging his allegiance to Israel and attempting to practice multiple religions at the same time, and with Andrew pledging his allegiance to the far right while also participating in worship practices of other religions. It's quite clear why Muslims don't look at either of them favourably, but at the very least, Tate hasn't sold out to the Zionists despite their many attempts, whereas Nas clearly has. And this is not the first time these two have clashed online either. Take a look.
I never liked Andrew Tate. From minute one,
Why?
I thought Andrew Tate was a terrible human being because he's manipulative. And you must not be like, well, he's one of us. He became Muslim. It's a bad look for Islam, for this guy to be part of Islam, because he preaches materialism. He preaches like beating women, and Muslims should not adopt him. But Andrew Tate is manipulative, and unfortunately, he manipulated millions of Muslim kids. But why are we adopting a manipulative fake Muslim as our hero, living in a fucking $10 million Bugatti, right? Which is completely un-Islamic to have a $10 million Bugatti, which is...
Why?
If Prophet Muhammad was alive today, he would look at Andrew Tate and say, this is the anti-Islam. If he didn't adopt this, I'm a Muslim and I follow Islamic rules and laws now, then I'll be like, okay, it's fine. You can have a Bugatti and preach this stuff. I don't care. But to go and pretend to be Muslim, have sex with women, drink alcohol, and do materialistic crap all the time, which is everything is anti-Islamic, right? Yeah. I think that's just like fake.
In that clip, Nas is talking like he is the most practicing Muslim, when in reality he doesn't have a leg to stand on when it comes to judging anyone's dedication to Islam. Here he is admitting he doesn't even practice Islam himself.
Are you religious?
I'm spiritual.
Do you have a religion?
Yeah, I'm Muslim. Do you pray 5 times a day?
No.
Oh, because I'm like you then. I should be praying and you should be praying. I don't know why we don't do it now. Maybe because we're too distracted by mundane stuff. But it's not a good thing.
And in regards to Lebanon and Israel's assassination of Nasrallah, Nas Daily tweeted the following, where he is basically celebrating the assassination and stating many other Muslims in Syria, Saudi and Lebanon are too. However, there is no condemnation of Israel whatsoever, so his adulation clearly hints at a loyalty to Zionists rather than Muslims. Here was Tate's response, using some very harsh and colourful language, calling Nas Daily a traitor and a phony. I agree with Tate. How can Nas only call out Shia militias for their oppression but never mention what Israel has done to his own people? At least the Shia now on the surface appear to be standing up for the Palestinian people. I assume Nas is Sunni, as am I. I think Tate is too, but he might not be. He might be Shia for all we know. Again, I'm not 100% certain. And as Sunni Muslims, of course I don't agree with the violence Shia militias have carried out on Sunni Muslims in Syria and other nations over the years. But I also don't condone any violence Sunnis have participated in against Shias either. However, despite all of this, if we bring the focal point to the present moment, I support the Shias that are standing up to the Zionists and in turn helping the Sunnis in Palestine. With Sunni nations like Saudi and the UAE and many others doing nothing to assist Palestine in their struggle to survive the Israeli onslaught, Sunnis have to at least acknowledge the bravery of the Shia leaders for taking action against Israel for their war crimes, while Sunni leaders are sitting quiet and some are still in business with Israel. And I know some Sunnis will say the Shias are doing so to get power in the region, whilst others say the Shia are simply standing up for what's right and defending their Sunni brothers and sisters in Palestine. But whatever you think the reason may be, my point is they are doing something and we have to respect, acknowledge and commend that. This is not a time for sectarian bickering and infighting. In fact, it is a time for unity. This struggle against the Zionists may be the turning point for all of us to put our differences aside for the greater good and to try to heal the damage both sects have inflicted upon each other. And there will be people from both sides that don't agree with that position, but nevertheless, I think it is the right thing to do. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give the Ummah victory over our oppressors and the evildoers. Let's deal with that first, then deal with our differences afterwards. Thank you for watching. Make sure to join my free Telegram group via the link in the description, where we as Muslims can speak freely and without censorship about issues like this. And remember to like, subscribe and become a channel member for access to exclusive content. Until next time, inshallah, Jazakallah khair.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah.